take our music down. Hold on, we're not using that. We're using different graphics, Dan. What are you doing? All over the place. Coming in hot from the urologist. We won't talk about that. We have a child here.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Went to the doctor. No, I got a clean bill of health. Actually, I did. It's like unbelievable. Oh, look. Okay, hold on. Let me fix your camera.
There we go.
That is perfect. Oh, look how great you look on camera. You look great. You're going to be in movies. Kid, you're going to be a star. Stick with your pinball dad. He's going to take you far.
I could hear you pretty good, kiddo.
All right, let me put this down. Okay, hold on. Let me turn your mic up. There you go. Talk for me there a little bit.
Hello.
Give me a nice test. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
No, don't. You never tap on a microphone. Yeah. Engineers will yell at you. You're only talking to a microphone. You go test. 1, 2, 3.
I cannot.
You can
test,
totally
1, 2,
do
3.
it. You could do it. You're smiling. Smiling is good.
That's fine.
You're fine.
We'll get to talking
You're
to
warmed
you.
up. You're warmed up. All right. Do you want to lay like that, or you want me to adjust your camera? You want to stay like that?
I just want to sit like this.
So like that? Okay, you look great. So thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much. All right.
That's my
Mr.
little
Van,
helper.
Yeah.
are you ready to go? I think we're dialed in here. Here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Andrew from the Pinball Dudes sitting on the couch with us.
Sir.
And Andrew's daughter,
The
Rose.
real boss.
Who came in, it's kind of work with daddy day today.
Yeah.
And Andrew had to, I guess do a little, some tweaks to our Deadpool pinball machine today. And he brought his daughter because he told me his daughter's working with him.
He's going to have to wipe the Ross McCoy sweat and spittle off of it. 'Cause Ross was cursing at that thing yesterday, man. He was not happy with Mystique.
Ross started getting here half an hour early.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
I like
Lord.
it.
And then I realized it was to play our Deadpool pinball machine.
You can always tell when we have a new machine from the pinballdudes.net.
So, Rose, let's talk about working with your dad on pinball machines. Do you like it? Was it your idea to go to work with your dad and work on these
My
pinball?
dad's idea.
No, yeah.
Dad's idea.
Yeah.
She's always been handy with tools and such, so naturally just took right to it.
But you like it, right? You like working on the pinball machines?
I've cleaned a pinball machine before.
Really?
All right.
That's like the only thing I did.
Yeah.
That's
no,
hard, though. I don't think most people would know how to do it. Is it kind of technical to, clean a pinball machine?
Put the wax on the rag and wax on, wax off, right?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
is he Mr. Miyagi over here?
Yeah, that's a great reference,
actually-
Andrew. Welcome to 1990s.
That's right.
You know what? Rose, I
That
have
stands
two.
the test of time right there.
I
have
got it.
two sons that have never come to work with their dad, and they've never expressed any interest in doing it. And I have a cool job, right? Look at this
Well,
cool
hold on,
guy.
hold on.
I got a pinball machine in my office.
Well, let's talk about this.
And they never even want to come by.
My daughter, we had it set up for my daughter, who's just a little bit older than you, to come to the studio.
Only 3 years older.
Yeah, only 3, you
Yeah.
know. And so she came, and then she stayed for about an hour and wiped up some of our messes and took the trash out. And then she texted my wife and said that this place is a dump and that there's nothing for her to do here.
It's too
And she's like,
disorganized.
it's too disorganized because we brought all of our furniture from the now failed Airbnb.
No, not failed. 3.5 years.
Yeah, 3.5 years. We had an Airbnb that failed.
No, it
Rose,
didn't fail. It
Have you
just
ever had
pivoted.
something fail? It is bad.
No,
We've had a
no
lot
fail.
of things fail. Our Airbnb,
Nothing's
our
failed.
dance squad, all of these
No,
things
that's
have
something
failed.
else.
Dance squad.
I'll tell you later.
Anyway,
I still don't believe in that squad.
Rose,
I
I'm
know,
just
I know.
impressed that you're willing to work with your dad.
She's
So
tough.
Good for you, and it's good to learn, your dad's trade.
Is this
and
a
then
girl thing? Are we now discovering that? Okay.
Yes. Did
Did you write that down? Yeah. Lazy ass boy. Sorry.
Yeah. All they do.
Oh, no.
Rose, do you like
Sorry,
Roblox?
Rose. I didn't mean to say the A word
that's
for
okay.
buttocks.
I actually don't. I've never played Roblox.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, it is a
that's
girl
right.
thing. It's a girl thing.
No, my
Amazing.
sons do.
My daughter's Roblox account, you can't even get into it. She's left it a year untouched. They're like, sorry, it's deleted. They deleted her account.
What's your favorite game right now?
Mario Kart.
No, you like
Well,
it
you on
on
World? You on Mario Kart World?
No, we just got the regular Switch.
Okay, all right. I'm on that world, Dad. You're the
Usually-
pinball dude.
Yeah, your dad's
the pinball dude.
It's adjacent to video games. He needs the
Like
newest.
I unlocked the special course.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. Hey, all
But,
right.
we just got a Switch like within the last year.
Welcome to
And
the
before
Switch
that,
is great, right?
It was a 360.
Okay, so you're a classics
360.
man. He's a classics man.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
this.
well,
You
that
know
makes
what?
sense.
You're growing her up right.
No, yeah,
I feel like because these are legitimate games. The Roblox is driving this man nuts. Like he's
It's a
done with
waste
it.
of time.
If anybody like I was gonna make a very innoappropriate joke about guns, and I'm not gonna do it.
She has to win, so there's got to be a point to it.
Hey, that's Mr. Tom. Maybe you needed.
So,
I like you whistling. You're
just whistle. It's fine.
It's fine.
Rose
We do
is
a
no
different.
big
We
deal.
do a different broadcast here. This ain't Jim Phillips. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Let me
you
just
want a
make
whistle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to
can
fart on
start
the mic?
smacking
You want your own show?
Smacking
Email
your
me.
lips.
show@tomadale.com.
Yeah,
Look how easy it is.
So Andrew, let's talk pinball for a second. How many homes do you go to where people have private collections in their game room or man cave or whatever? Is that a
I would
prevalent
say
thing?
nearly 90 to 95% of it is a home use.
Okay.
And sometimes it's just somebody getting their very first pinball machine. Otherwise, this week I've been to guys' places where they have 10 to 12, sometimes 20 games set up, and $100,000 in sitting in one room.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my God.
Craziness.
So, is there a rhyme or reason with how they choose the machines? Is it all nostalgic? Is it like they get the newest one, or is it all over the place?
It's mostly the newest, hottest thing.
Okay.
Every 3 months, just like I do my rentals quarterly, they come out with a new pinball machine. King Kong just came out and it hit hard and people love it.
Okay.
How's that Dungeons and Dragons thing?
That one's really fun. My Kava Sutra Bar, the owner, Matt, he's said that's his favorite machine right
It
now.
looks very crazy. It looks like it's got a lot going on.
The main multi-ball in that is called Dragon Multiball, and it throws every single ball in the machine at you, all 6 of them at one time.
See, I like that. I'm a six. They
Bananas.
call me 6-ball Danny.
Are there any canceled pinball machines? For instance,
I saw one I wanted yesterday. The Dolly Parton machine's got some nice artwork on it.
No. I'm talking about Bad Boys Records.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Bad Boys for
Yeah,
Life,
yeah.
not the
Diddy
Will
ball.
Smith.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
some.
the Diddy multi-ball?
I
It's
believe I
real
could
slippery.
I believe I can fly. Michael Jackson. You're doing the math
Let's
here.
create one.
Is there anything like that people have
Nothing as wild as that, but there's been a couple of companies in the last 5 years that started up, said they were going to make something, took a lot of money in, and then went under before the game actually came out.
Oh,
That's what we
Yeah.
need to do.
It was
Hey,
real.
GoFundMe, Tom and Dan Pinball Machine, get all the money. Baby.
So again,
Rose laughed at that. She's a gamer.
anything pinball related, call or text Andrew 321-591-1062, thepinballdudes.net. So Rose, what's going on for the rest of the day after you,
What do you got
work
planned?
on our Deadpool machine? Are you going out to lunch with your dad?
Yeah, what do you do? Go out for beers?
Science Center.
Science Center.
All
Ah,
right.
damn, you got an awesome day planned.
This is
Got the goods.
fantastic.
She ties in.
Yeah,
to,
Yeah.
like
Have
that.
you been?
1 hour, and then I have to go to my karate class.
You're Science Center and karate, and you go to work.
It's a girl thing, dude.
My son's hated karate.
She's literally cutting her Science Center trip a little short so she could get early to karate, do some stretching.
Yeah.
It's a girl thing.
My son's like, do too many push-ups. What does this guy expect from him?
I think we got our answer. We don't even need to investigate this anymore. It's a very simple, girls are just tougher. Childbirth, boom, there's your answer.
Karate. Girls are better.
They're just tougher. They're just naturally tougher. Yeah.
Harder working.
Yeah, she asked me privately. You had gone to the bathroom, and she goes, I go, hey, I have a daughter. She's like, oh, you have a daughter? She goes, yay! Teen girl, right? You said that. Yeah, teen girl, man.
God,
Tough.
Rose wanted to work with her dad half the day, a little bit of science, then get to karate.
And a whole lot of ass kicking afterwards.
It will take more like a 1 hour and a few minutes to get there.
Do you have a
Yeah.
bedtime, Rose, where you and then you
Yeah.
go to bed during your bedtime, or do you like one more Roblox game? Oh, come on, and then
Yeah.
start
Do you beg?
complaining?
Do you beg to? Yeah.
Yeah. Then you want to eat ice cream? I'm like, ice cream? What kind of Willy Wonka world are you living in?
But more importantly, does your pinball dude dad bring you ice cream and pet your soft hair?
There's a
Well,
breakdancing.
he does.
He
do
does.
The second thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He'll pet your hair.
She's got
yeah.
a pretty good bedtime.
Yeah.
All right, Rose.
You
All
start
right, well,
chilling
hey.
out.
But I
reading
do
books
not
and
like
get
it.
to
I
bed.
do not like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you do it. Sometimes you got to do stuff you don't like, right?
Yeah, not according to my sons. they do nothing.
I
they don't
for a
like.
split second I thought you were gonna yell, "Not at MTV Spring Break." you are MTV Spring Break.
Rose, thank you very much for coming
You're the
in today.
best. Andrew, thank you, buddy.
I
This
appreciate you
is
guys.
hilarious. I
Yeah.
love it. This is so
We'll
great.
stop by. I'll stop by soon. We can talk more pinball and talk
Yeah.
about the ramp.
Rose, you can tag along anytime, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I'm telling you, get a pinball machine for your house, for your business. Everybody loves it. It's a piece.
Rose, it'll make your office better, right?
Yeah.
Tell the people
Yeah.
in Radioland, it'll make your office better.
Make your office better.
And say
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna like the way you look.
and
And then say just do it. And then say we got the meats.
When you walk in, you're like, "Oh, this is fun!" And
Yeah.
like it's a piece of art that you know.
It is. You know what it
screams,
is? And
"We're
we can
fun."
all. It's. You know what it is, Rose? It's ooh la la.
Yeah. There's also
Yeah.
like a monetary fanciness.
Like, I'm
to
better
it.
than you.
Yeah, because they're not.
Which
you know,
that's when we're getting into Diddy
extremely-
territory.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
what my boss does that especially is if you buy a pinball machine from us, you can come back to us and trade it in with minimal. You gotta put a little more money down, but you can get a brand new one every so often. If you want
Okay,
to.
yeah.
There you
It's like
go.
I do the trade out and all that stuff. just to
Board
keep everything-
trade in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt the need to
Well,
yell that.
But like I said, with those people getting the newest and best, they're usually trading in the one they don't play anymore and then getting the best thing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do with my wife.
Definitely.
They do that.
Definitely.
I've seen that.
Definitely.
Belichick did it.
Belichick did that. Yeah, I've seen that.
He
My
knows.
God. And he got a minimal amount of damage
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
He got like maybe 3 weeks of damage, right, Rose?
If he's the best coach in the world, a football coach,
Then he had this plan. He had this plan.
Then this is the best idea.
He also
right?
won the Super Bowl, I feel like, right?
They're like,
yeah.
he's the best.
He
Why
is.
are we following him?
Have you
Everybody's
seen him
like,
on the
oh,
beach?
shame on him.
There's pictures on the beach, small price to pay.
He's-
Small price.
Lift her up with his legs.
Okay,
By
we
the
gotta
way,
get
that's
out
the
of
only thing I was like, don't do that. That's
He couldn't do it with his arms. That's why he did it with his
that
legs.
somehow shows weakness, and I don't like it. So, Belichick. Hey, Rose thought that was funny.
She hates the Patriots like everybody.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more corporate time.
For sure. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. We're still on
Awesome.
Twitch
Thank
and
you very
YouTube.
much.
Great job, Rose.
Hooray.
You did an excellent job.
Was that
Good
fun,
job.
kiddo?
That'll be on the radio tonight.
Oh, man.
Even though you don't know what the radio is.
Yeah.
I do. I actually do.
Oh, you know what the
You've
radio
been to a
is?
museum? You've seen a radio?
But it'll be on YouTube, which is more
That's what she's
impressive.
very
Hey,
I've
how's
watched
it going?
a little bit of my dad's interview before.
Andrew, thanks for doing that, dude. That was hilarious. Super funny, man. Oh, we'll keep moving our next guests in
Do
here.
it.
Who do you have next?
Rose, good job. Give me a fist bump.
You are excellent on the mic.
You're natural.
Yeah, everybody in the chat room says, Rose, Rose, Rose. Great job, Rose. Yeah, you're a natural.
Very good. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You rule,
Thank
dude.
you very much.
That was hilarious. That'll make the ACT best stuff.
So, yeah, that'll be on tonight. And you guys can come in.
Where's that goatee?
That's
Three?
two.
Two.
That'll be two.
Usually that's a better mic, I think.
Yeah, usually we have the guest on that mic and then Scott will be over here.
We had a, sorry we're a little behind today. I had a little power issue with everything in here. I think I have a battery that's died, and I thought I had it nixed a couple weeks ago, and apparently I failed, and I will be fixing it later today. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Is that thing being floppy again? The if you go way high with it, like
Yes.
it will just take the arm way high and push it straight up. It should go. There you go.
Ah.
And then if you
Aha.
lean it down, it'll rest right there. Yeah, there you go.
All right, perfect.
It's a finicky old lady now.
Kicking you.
All right, me get Scotty fixed. How you been, Scotty?
Hanging in there.
Yeah, man, I feel that.
My man at home has been interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's a spicy couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's all right. He needs to get out of his head. But
Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, we all need to do that.
yeah, true.
I'm currently listening to a book about that right now. Like,
You are?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like doing that whole what is it? Let Them book. I'm trying.
Oh, I
yeah.
want to read that
It's
too.
good.
I like
Yeah, it's
her
good.
a lot.
Yeah,
so.
she's good. She's good.
Who is it?
I forget the lady's name. My wife sent it to me and said, "Here, check this out." And I just started listening to it this morning. It's good.
Melissa or something like that.
Huh. Cool.
Just some lady that thinks she's better than me. All right, I just got to fix this one camera, and then we'll be good to go. Thanks again for coming in, you guys. All right,
Thank you.
perfect.
She is Mel Robbins.
Mel Robbins.
Wow, that was quick.
That's what a time to be alive, right? Like you can just.
I don't think I'm on.
Oh yeah, I think Rose had those on, and she turned them down because little
Oh,
ears.
gotcha.
So you might have to turn them up a schmid. Hello, hello, hello,
What's the
hello,
middle
hello,
one?
hello, hello. It should be number 3.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, you're number 3. Hello, 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 hello. Is that better? Is that
Here?
better? Anything? Nothing at all?
I'll swap.
Try number 2.
Yeah, swap to 2. I guess everything's gonna break today, which is totally fine. But
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's
Oh
just.
yeah, I can already hear
It's
you.
right.
so-
You're supposed to do that. Let them. If everything in your studio is going to decide to break today, let it. You're supposed to let it. Yeah. I kind of tried to take that approach when I was down here unplugging things, as the sweat from my nose is dripping on the crotch of my pants. Is disgusting. But
Wow, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got real loud.
Okay, so you're on 2.
Are you okay now?
No.
Hello,
now?
hello, hello, hello.
I can-
hello,
okay, that's
hello,
good.
hello,
That's
hello,
good.
hello, hello, hello,
Yeah.
hello, 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 hello. Check.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Check. Hey,
There we
hey,
go.
hey,
There
hey,
we
hey.
go.
Is
There
that
we go.
better?
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we
Okay.
figured it out. It's 4 monkeys. My dad would have said 4 monkeys effing a football. He would have said 3 monkeys, really. That's the analogy. Okay, you want to start, Mr.
Yeah,
Rand?
yeah.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Scotty and Rick Kilby here from the Orange County Regional History Center. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good to
Great.
see you
Glad
guys.
to be
Thanks
here.
for being here, y'all.
Of course. Thanks for having us.
So Rick is doing a talk on July 17th about the history of Church Street. And I'm excited because I have a lot of history with Church Street because
you
back
do.
in the radio days,
Yeah.
I worked there a
Yeah.
lot.
It makes me sort of sad to see
years.
it now,
Yeah.
like because there were, like much like, you and I sometimes talk about life, in 3 stages or whatever. Like Church Street to me had sort of that. It had like that first stage where I was going to
The
the
90s.
I got to go to the arcade maybe twice as a young boy, and I thought it was like, it doesn't get any better than this. And then you got stage 2, which is you and I working down there, and I'm sure you'll elaborate on the amount of
Yeah,
time
oh,
you
yeah,
spent there.
yeah.
And then now you got this stage, which is like, oh my God, what is it? Where is
Sad.
it? What happened to it?
I think Rick will tell you there's even more. There were
There's
stages
more.
before
Sure,
that
I'm
stage.
sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
So let's get into it, Rick. Let's talk about Church Street because I know a little bit about is it Bob Snow?
Yeah, Bob
Yeah,
Snow.
yeah.
And like in
I don't know why I thought you were going to say bobsled, and I was going to be, this guy's on drugs.
So let's talk about Church Street and I guess start from the beginning.
So I actually go back before 1875 in my talk, so I'm going way
Oh,
back.
okay.
Yes, no arcade there. You
Oh,
got
wow.
you got a hoop and a stick.
Yeah,
A hoop and a stick.
Exactly. So I'm doing the block from the time the railroad gets there in 1880
Sweet.
all the way to the present time. With, I'm not going to go into like Lou Pearlman and Paris Hilton and all that kind of stuff, but really just the attraction era. But there are 3 phases. One is like the pioneer stage where it looks like the Old West. There's cattle roaming down the middle of the street.
Whoa.
It's dirt. And Orlando kind of blows up because we have a railroad now.
We should go back to the cattle now.
You know?
Right? I think it would
There's
work.
space.
You know
it
what?
would work.
People forget about the doo-doo. It's like, all the horses and cattle produce so much doo-doo that it ruins the city.
I had a friend that one day, he's like, I wish I lived back at Red Dead Redemption times. I'm like, it was hell on earth. And it smelled like it. And you smelled like it.
You're like, ow, my tooth is dead.
That's a movie he's writing right now.
So okay, let's go back to like when they put in the railroad, because we're talking about the railroad on Church Street with the train.
It's
that's
one
there.
of the coolest looking parts of our little area downtown that is underutilized.
Yep.
You know, and
So that brought, I mean, it was because from doing, so much like history of Central Florida with Greenwood cemeteries for our, Halloween specials each year, we know that the hub of Central Florida used to be Sanford.
Yes.
Because that's where everything came down the river.
Right.
And
they're trying to take it back right now. I'm not going to let them. I'm O-Town strong.
and then I guess when they made the railroad from Sanford to Orlando, and that's when Orlando started blowing up.
Yeah, because before that, it would take an entire day in horse and carriage to get to Orlando from Sanford. Or if you walked, so we had a mayor named Malin Gore, and he walked, it took him 2 days to get to Orlando from Sanford.
I could beat that.
He was late for work.
So it was brutal.
I think I could beat that. Dude, we should do.
You're walking in full wool.
We should do that. We should do
Your
this.
shoes are made.
Oh my God! In honor of the History Center, we'll do a fundraiser. You and I will dress as Mayor Gore, and we'll wear in a wool suit. I'll wear a little pork pie hat. And because look, my facial hair I'll look awesome. We will walk.
I can beat them.
We can beat that.
I'll just start doing a job.
We'll call it oh my God, what do we got? And we'll get people to do it with us, and you can like pledge money, and we'll call it a Gorathlon. It's brilliant. A Gorathlon. We're all in wool suits. We walk from Sanford to Orlando to raise money for pediatric cancer, dude. Telling you.
Walk on the side of I-4. We're getting arrested.
I Gore. Everything Gore. You got to remember your branding.
So
was he a horrible person? Sometimes I get on a roll about.
He's one of my favorite mayors.
Okay, good, because
He was awesome.
you gotta be careful. You start dipping your toe into Jernigan times and start talking about the folks, and then you'll mention people, and you're like, don't talk about him. He was terrible.
Boy, it was kill or be killed back then.
It
What
was.
do you even do?
It was.
So that's when the Church Street first started to come alive.
First started to come alive. One of my favorite stories from back then was there was a saloon, and right next to the saloon was a place called Alligator John's Curio Shop. And if he was in the saloon and drinking a bit, he'd go into his curio shop and get a Diamondback Rattler and bring it in and show his guests. But one day, they found him dead in his cot, and maybe he took a snake out a little bit too often.
This is a great story I have never heard. Alligator John.
Alligator John.
Oh man, he's
And,
great.
and back then they're like, oh, Dad.
R.I.P.
They're like, we're gonna take him to the funeral director. They didn't even look. They're like, look for a snake bite. Nothing. They're just like, nothing we can do.
Which one of our warring funeral people got to bury him, or was that a different?
I'm guessing it's
Carrie.
Carrie Hand.
Yeah, because didn't the son and the dad were competitors in
And there
in
was Elijah.
mortuary.
Elijah was the dad, and Carrie was the son. It may have been Elijah because that was really early.
We're into this. So and old I'm blanking on his name, former sexton.
Don Price.
Don Price
yeah.
has filled our heads full. It's burned into our brains now, and we're really into. So when we got the chance to work with the Orlando History Center, it's like, oh my God, we would absolutely love to, because these stories are amazing.
You guys haven't had you're coming soon to see the Orlando Collective.
Yes,
exhibit,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we have Nellie Hand's wedding dress in the exhibit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Carrie's wife.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Rick,
that.
and if you fast forward a little bit from the 1800s to the 1900s, and then you get into like Prohibition and things like that, did that affect Church Street at all? Was Florida even big enough? Because it didn't really start thriving until like AC and some creature comforts, because we're just a giant swamp. So it was like not very attractive to even live here until it became more comfortable, right?
Well, so people were coming down because there was a lot of land available, and we were a society that relied on agriculture, and so there was a lot you could do. You could come down here and make your fortune. But then we had a big freeze in 1894 and 1895, and it just destroyed the citrus industry. So Orlando actually lost population for about 15 years. But it started coming back because
Interesting. We need to freeze now.
I'm with you.
Release the freeze.
That doesn't stop nothing now.
No, nothing can be stopped now. Yeah.
So what changed everything was the automobile. So when we had this road called the Dixie Highway.
Oh, cue the music. Riding along in my automobile. If this were like a documentary, you know.
People could get here, and they could, they didn't have to be wealthy enough to be on a steamboat or a train. They could get here in their own Model T, and they could come straight down the Dixie Highway, which went right down Orange Avenue. And then so the town started to grow again. So
We've since changed that name to the Lady A Highway.
So
Don't laugh at that.
The automobile,
Don't you ever laugh at that.
of course, made it easier to travel,
Yeah.
and then it started growing the population.
Yeah, it kind of democratized travel. And everybody was coming to Florida. You didn't have to spend the winters up north. You could just jump in your car and come down south. Land was cheap here. There was a big land boom in the 1920s. Orlando was blowing up a second time, but then the Depression hit. It went downhill a little bit, but we were really not as in bad a shape as some of the places in the country. So we kind of weathered it okay.
We're kind of always like that, right?
Yeah.
Like during COVID, not as bad as
I-
other places. Like it kind of it feels like we shake out a little weird being so moist.
I forget, and I talk about like air conditioning, making it more comfortable to live in Florida, but I forget that up north, you could die in the winter. Like, if you know what I'm saying? Like, it could
I love
literally...
being hot, dude. I tell people, I was like, I cannot get warm, but I can cool off. I'll just, run around with my clothes on.
The weather could literally kill you,
Yeah.
even if you have a house.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it heated and stuff like so.
You just fall asleep outside, you're dead.
Exactly.
In Florida, that can't happen. So it's like, well, I'm going to move to some place where weather can't kill me.
Yeah.
And the
The war's
hurricanes,
the worst. You get
But
rained on a little bit.
With hurricanes, I usually I feel like there's like, this is a bad storm. Like they didn't know what the hell was happening.
I feel like I can hide from a hurricane. I'm that dumb to feel like just like on my own outside. I could just I don't know. I'll just crawl under that.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
until it's over. But, I'm little.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do that.
So, as the population increases, Church Street and downtown Orlando obviously becomes bigger and bigger.
Why is it named Church Street?
So originally the center of town was by the courthouse where we are now, the History Center is now. Out in the country was a little building that was the very first, it was like a log cabin, was the first courthouse. They had classes there, and they also had church services before there were church buildings. And they called that street that the little courthouse, the little log cabin was on, Church Street.
And
We should walk when we're doing my fundraiser. We should walk to a little log cabin.
The Gorathon.
Because that place is obviously gone.
Yeah.
And just for reference, where was
I
that?
wish we
It was,
had
prob-
that.
it was
be cool.
probably east of the depot.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. It's long gone. There was about 6 county courthouses, I think, total.
Yeah, I thought the new skyscraper was a 7th, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. So there's been a ton of them. So quickly there was one built in the city square, and then Summerlin built one that was 2-story that they moved, and they added that to the Tremont Hotel.
Yep.
And then there was the big brick one, and then there was the Murray S. King one,
That we're in.
and then then there was
They
the
did
annex.
a
of
weird
that.
annex. If you ever see pictures of that, there was like this 70s-ish thing. Well, it was 70s, but it was just slapped on to the front of our building. It's the weirdest looking thing.
just a facade.
Yeah, there was
kind
like
of
a bridge that went.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's real modern looking.
Yeah.
And that cool tile you see out there, the Cuban tile with the red and the yellow and the blue.
Yeah.
That was part of it.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a weird mishmash.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
what were we thinking?
when
that
did
was
it-
our mishmash phase.
Obviously there's old buildings on Church Street. We've done Halloween specials inside them before.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And there's
Most people know what it's like to pee in the garage across the street from Latitude. Right? We all know.
So know what you mean.
So when did Church Street start coming to form in what we know of it as today?
So Rosie's. So it started with Rosie's. Rosie opened. Bob Snow opened it in 1974.
Okay.
And then it kind of went.
Was that a
east.
Western bar really
No,
originally?
no, it was
or-
Dixieland. It was kind of like New Orleans.
Ragtime.
Okay.
Yeah, ragtime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Scott
Yeah.
Joplin style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
just
Red
like
Hot
stuff
Mama.
you'd hear on Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had one in Pensacola first. He did that, and that was the old Slemmon's department store. Then he started going east. So next was Apple Annie's, and Apple's Annie's had been a jeweler, and then kind of it's L-shaped, so that one part was really nothing before. And that was folk. They played country and folk before the Cheyenne Saloon was there. And then Lily Marlene's the restaurant, which became, what was the tapas place there?
Oh, ceviche.
Cerviche.
Oh, I
Yeah,
enjoyed.
yeah.
I love ceviche. That was a fun spot.
But Lily's was way better.
Yeah.
I never got a chance to
And,
experience
and
it.
also, and you said that you doubt this, but the story always was that Al Capone's dining room table was in.
Yeah,
Lily Marlene's?
and supposedly, there was one big chair at the end that supposedly, had a big piece of metal in it, so
Yeah.
nobody could sneak up behind him and shoot him in the back.
Right, or hit him with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, wow.
But, there are Al Capone myths all over the state, from Miami
Yeah.
to St. Pete and to Mount Plymouth. There's Al
he-
Capone.
Oh, I've got
he
one. in
probably
my
made
family.
up.
It is. I mean, if you're
It's a Cherokee.
if you're a white Joe, if you're a white Joe in Florida, you're either A, Native American, or
You got Al Capone's steps in your backyard.
Yeah, right behind our house is Al Capone's steps.
I
This
think
used to
we
be
have-
his hideout.
I think we have the same birthday.
You and Al?
Yeah, not the same year, obviously. But
You know who
I
I
think he was
got?
born on January 17th.
I think I got Bill Cosby and George W. Bush.
Oh, I've got all these cool people: Betty White and
that's a good one.
Ben Franklin and James Earl Jones.
Ben
and,
Franklin, syphilis. That's all I think.
Eartha Kitt. Very cool.
Wow.
I don't know. Wasn't that the rumor that Ben Franklin had syphilis?
So, Rick, how many pictures of Church Street have you seen? Like old picture? How far do they go back? Like how much documentation do we have of all this?
So there's a wonderful photograph that I have that shows Church Street when it was out in the country. When
Okay.
it looks like a path going through the country with some houses on it. And it's probably from the 1870s.
Wow.
God.
Yeah.
That's my Church Street.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Anytime I see pictures in the 1870s and they're like, this is what it used to look like, and this is what, and then it was just like wilderness and a dirt
it's
road.
like 4 buildings.
It's almost impossible to believe,
The
because you're just
buildings
like,
are wide open too, with like barrels of like fruit, and then
right.
there's like some wagon going through. I'm like,
Pickles.
how does that even work?
our brains, like we it's hard to comprehend hundreds of years, much less. That's where you get to understand our evolution and stuff is like too long, and like that seems impossible.
Yeah.
Like now, this is downtown Orlando. It's like
Yeah.
no way,
Yeah.
and it's like yeah. Guess what? It was 150 years. You can get a lot done. you know,
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then when after the 70s, Church Street started becoming like entertainment based, or when did it become
Like
like
Club Haven for you and I.
bars and
I mean,
restaurants?
we made so much radio promotion money on. I'm being very honest. Like without Church Street, you and I, we literally probably
That
down
was a
payments
heyday.
for our houses or our apartments
So
or cars.
what station were you on? Real Radio?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
on there now.
Oh,
But-
yeah. We
but-
used to spend a lot of money. I used to write spots, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we used to be on Ed Till.
Oh my
yeah,
God!
he-
I was
yeah.
his producer. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he used to. You know what? He treated me well, but he treated all of his other producers
Oh,
not well.
he was. Yeah, there was an incident with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
We heard he
Yes, I was there
Yeah.
because Greg Holt had trained me.
Oh.
And wait a minute, you got brought in, and then
I don't think
no?
I was brought in.
Or
It was
somebody.
probably it was my boss.
It might have been your boss, but
I
yeah, I
mean,
remember. I was.
yeah.
He was there right as I was like. I mean, baby Daniel.
Like-
Little 19-year-old. Like, hi, everybody. I want to be in radio. And I like alternative rock music like Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots.
There was an incident with Ed Till
Oh, he
at
had
Church
a-
Street
had a
at marketing.
No,
Or-
just he had a lot of incidents.
hard to work with.
Yeah.
I've heard that about radio people. It's weird.
They're set in their ways.
So we were about to talk about the clubbing era.
Yeah.
So what Snow sold and went to do Church Street in Vegas in like the late 80s. And
Didn't
so it
go
was
well.
bought out by something called Constellation Enterprises, which was a real estate subsidiary of Baltimore Gas and Electric.
Okay, well, no, before we talk about that, Bob Snow tell us about Bob Snow, who he was and what he did for Church Street.
He's amazing. So he started the one in Pensacola. He had a Porsche Roadster and an antique gun collection. He sold that to cobble together enough money to turn this old tobacco warehouse into Rosie O'Grady's out there. It started to grow. It became the Seville Quarter, which is the Pensacola equivalent of Church Street. And then he came to Church Street, to Orlando to do one. The story is he was staying with a buddy in Winter Park and couldn't find a place, and then he was taking a taxi cab to Herndon Airport where he left his airplane, and he asked the taxi cab driver, "Is there anything old in this town?" He says, like, "Oh, there's this old train station." And he took him to the train station, the depot that we love, and said, "Keep the meter running. I'm going to walk around." And so at that point, it was Goodwill, pawn shops, manpower. It was not the best neighborhood. So this is like 1971, 72. And he saw potential because all these buildings had really good bones. They were built in the 1920s. Well,
Not me. Worst bones in Orlando. Soft. Already had a hip replacement.
The Bumby building goes back to the 1880s. That's the building right across from the depot. It's still there. It was Hamburger Mary's last.
Yes. Yeah.
That was there. He saw potential, and then he said he knew he found the spot.
And then that's when he started building.
Started with
bars
Rosie's, Apples, Lily's, Fogg's, went across the street to Cheyenne, then built the Orchid Garden, Crackers Restaurant, the wine cellar.
So he basically owned everything.
He had partners at different times. The guy was he took a lot of financial risk. I admire him so much for that.
Oh yeah, old gambling Snow. That's what.
Oh,
I like that man. Hey,
Got ice in his
I'm
veins.
Bob Snow.
I got a Bob Snow. Got ice in my veins.
But
Cool
when
as
he
that.
when he sold out, he cashed in big time. I think they sold it for $161 million.
Oh, wow.
Which was the
Wowie.
1980s money.
That's real a lot.
That is.
yeah.
That's hot air balloon money. You know? You
So
could do crazy stuff with that.
So I'm interested in your career and your relation to Church Street and doing marketing. Like what year are we talking?
So I started in the late 1980s. I worked in the depot in the attic.
Okay.
And it was still during the paste up era, before computers, before Macs and all that stuff. And we had a stat camera and waxers and all that kind of stuff. Marketing department was in the Bumby building on the second floor across the train tracks. So sometimes the trains we had stuck right there, and you couldn't get to marketing. And one time I actually went underneath the trains, which was the stupidest move I think I've ever
You know
done.
what? You're a
Crawl
company
under the
man.
wheel.
If you go under a train, company man, you're good for business.
Yeah.
That's a good employee. None of our employees that ever worked here would ever go into a train train.
No,
Not even one of them.
Yeah.
Careful. Careful. We're flying
I'm
close
just
to the sun
joking.
today.
I was gonna say a real joke.
Do you guys like real jokes? Where you say something about someone you know and hope they don't hear it?
It's funny because it's absurd, but it's also real.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 30 years. I have no friends.
So, and then when did you leave there? Because I started doing stuff in Church Street like 2004. So,
I was gone by then.
Okay.
I left in the late 90s.
This
I had moved
is a Prince of Makos.
Oh.
That's
So
my time.
I don't know who owned it then, because Robert Earl, I think, owned it for a while, and
The
then
chef?
of course, yeah, the guy with Planet Hollywood.
Oh, yeah,
and
well,
all
not
that kind of
chef. I
stuff.
mean, a restaurateur.
Yeah. Earl of Sandwich, I think, was one of his businesses.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hart-
Earl's out at Millennia is his.
Yeah.
At Millennia,
Yeah.
Mall at Millennia.
Yeah, and then
which
they're a
is
British
delicious,
company.
by the way. Please comp me in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So there was a bunch
free
of owners.
Thanksgiving turkey sandwich.
There was the Lou Pearlman era, and the what's her name? Paris Hilton turned over.
Oh
the
yeah,
Orchid
yeah,
Garden.
that's my era. I went to the Paris Hilton club when they were were
a pink Lamborghini inside of it.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there. I've got Z Cavaricci. And I've got like True Religion bell-bottom jeans on, low rise. So you can probably see my. I'm not gonna make.
What
that
did
joke.
what did Paris Hilton's club turn into? And are they tearing that down?
It was
now?
a wedding venue for a while.
Yeah.
and
Well,
then-
so behind it was the presidential ballroom that connected up to it, and they tore that down already. And that was
Okay.
built in '94.
When you're at the train tracks at Sunrail waiting, you can see the back of Lily Marlene's. Not Lily Marlene's. I'm sorry.
the Orchid Garden.
Oh,
And
right.
So it's still intact there for the.
It had all the
moment,
crazy
but-
stained glass and the spiral staircase.
exactly.
We used
Exactly.
to have our. We get 2 drink tickets, Clear Channel party.
Yeah.
I'd be like, 2 drink
These are the
tickets, you
Christmas
cheap
party.
bastard.
Bottle of mums.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, what did we get? What did we get this year? A poorly printed beach towel.
So my era of Church Street was Mako's, Latitudes,
23.
Big Belly Brewery.
Was it 23?
Chillers. What was that one
The
club?
Oak Room.
Yeah, but that was kind of the end of that.
That was the
era.
end of it.
Yeah,
They-
but-
we
There
gotta
was
get
a
rid of this
Sloppy
money.
Joe's down there for a while, and
There was a Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah, the Halloween the street parties is where I thrived,
Yeah.
and hosting the Halloween parties, the street parties. We did radio events down there,
Yeah.
and it was the place to go. Like Church Street
You got
was
married.
the destination.
Can I say that?
Well,
you got married on Church Street,
That
right?
was a fake marriage, the first fake one.
Yeah, but
then there was a real.
He's acting
arena
like this
football.
wasn't a big deal, but we stood on the street, and I was wearing like a judge robe. It was embarrassing on both sides.
Well, everything's embarrassing about my history.
I
Anyway,
looked like the
sorry.
tiniest California raisin in that little judge robe.
And so, Rick, in your opinion, I mean, you've studied Church Street more than anybody I've known, and you saw. I mean,
you don't know that.
You study the birth of Church Street. Are we seeing the death of it?
Oh,
Well,
it'd
so-
be sad.
This
guy asked the tough
now,
question.
Here's the thing: it'll always be there, but I guess not in the death. I guess the death of maybe the entertainment aspect in the bars and restaurants. And
Well, they
maybe
don't
just,
want entertainment down
it's
there
just
now, right?
pivoting
So it
to
has
something
to become
else.
something different.
Yeah. But what are you gonna
Well-
do with the buildings?
So it's a period. There, history repeats itself, and there's always been a
Write
boom
that
and
down.
a bust.
Write that down.
So there was a first period, the pioneer period, boom and bust. There was that kind of commerce period in the 1920s to the 1950s where everybody shopped downtown before they went to the mall in the suburbs, where it boomed and then it busted, and then snow came in and it boomed in the starting in the 70s and the 80s through the early 2000s. Now we're in a bust period. But it's interesting because the big project that they're building right across from the arena is an entertainment complex.
Yeah.
It's a modern version of what they had at Church Street.
Live
And I thought about this. I was telling Scotty earlier. I think one of the things that hurts Church Street now is that it's historic buildings. Everybody wants to start from scratch, like they're doing across from the arena.
And it's a shame too because
Kind of like getting an old girlfriend.
the historic
it's like,
buildings are really
ew.
cool.
Yeah.
But the business is done differently today, so it's hard. Like even Cheyenne Saloon, we've done multiple things there. Cheyenne
Oh, I
Saloon,
love it. It's one of my
MLS.
honestly,
It's
one of my
amazing.
favorite buildings, and I was so glad that Teresa Tadlonghari and Kay Rollins had the
the MLS announcement
because
of it.
it is history of Orlando.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna build, here's my little culture rant. But if you're gonna build club culture, and soccer needs it because it's across the globe in South America and Europe, that you have to have that history. They did it in a historical building instead of they could have gone to a nicer place that was more that was easier to use.
Yeah.
That was not an easy building
No.
for us to do that announcement in. We had Rick Scott there. We had everybody there.
I remember standing with a purple shirt I bought from Old Navy
Yeah, you look-
on the way there, and then Rick Scott,
Next to Rick Scott.
Rick Scott, I'm the biggest I ever was.
Do you guys remember when we had Joni Sherman talking about bringing the World Cup? That's where they made the announcement.
Yeah.
Too. It was
That's why they did it there.
Yeah, that is exactly why they did it. there.
But the Cheyenne Saloon's it's a beautiful and amazing
Yeah.
inside with all the woodwork and stuff. But
with the way the country
I don't know why anybody
music
can't
is
make
right now, I would.
why can't it be a dueling piano bar? Or
Why
something?
isn't it a badass country music venue and you have like
Because there's no seats.
Well,
That's the
no,
thing.
it seats 1,100 people. That's part of the problem.
It's
seems
huge.
it seems empty unless you have a decent crowd. Because Snow brought it back in like the early, like 2008, 2009, I think, and pumped a ton of money on it, got it open, but it just seemed dead.
Yeah.
Unless you had a big crowd.
It's
that
humongous.
that place was rocking. They used to have that TV show on the Nashville Network that was filmed there. They had
Yes.
Garth Brooks, they had Marty, Robbins,
Charlie Daniels.
so all the eras of country music were there. And, the announcements too, they used to have all the press conferences there. I saw Steve Spurrier and Bobby Bowden there at the same time.
That's wild.
And my favorite memory, there was for Lawton Childs, remember the old
yeah,
governor?
I remember Lawton Childs.
They did a fundraiser. It was the Almond Brothers. There's a little kid sitting on stage, 8 years old, with this tiny little guitar, and they let him on stage, and he gets up there and just wails away. It was Derek Trucks.
Derek Trucks, I was going to say.
Derek Trucks.
Dude, Derek Trucks is Florida royalty.
He was
That
like
is
8 years old.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I got goosebumps just thinking about it.
What was the history of the Sky Walkway again? That was to connect for a liquor license, right?
I don't know if it was liquor license. It was very convenient. I think probably more than anything was they had banquet rooms on both sides of the street. and the kitchen was on the south side of
Well,
the street.
they told us in orientation. They actually told us that that's
Was a
why
liquor
he built the-
license?
Yeah. He only
Ah,
had
it
to
could
have
be.
one license because he had
It was
the bridge
connected.
across.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
There
was like
was-
a loophole.
We do that.
there
Like
was
we're
no-
stealing that yoga place's internet right now, which is why this is running so poorly. Because that lady must be in there Googling stuff. I told like, don't Google while we're recording. I'm stealing your internet, lady.
Well, so there was no kitchen on that side. So that's the other thing, is above where Apple's is and Lily's was the Strand Hotel. And every ghost tour will tell you, the Strand Hotel is haunted. And supposedly there was a brothel there.
Hey.
And
That's
these
my
are
kinda ghosts.
the murdered babies of the prostitutes
Oh.
and all this kind of stuff.
Not my kind of ghost.
But
exact opposite. Good play.
but what,
Don't mention that, Rick.
Good pivot. Good pivot, Rick.
the element of truth I found is there were some dive bars below. And in the 1950s, all the other merchants on Church Street pulled together to try and bring these guys into court and get them kicked out. And one of the things that said in the newspaper were all the lewd women who hung around. So it's likely there were some unsavory women who hung out at this bar, but there was no brothel that I've ever been able to find out about.
Alligator John and the lewd women.
First question I'd ask: could the babies walk? Because that makes them scarier ghosts.
Yeah.
If they can't walk, not that
If
scary.
they're
to
just
me.
laying
You
there.
cannot run them.
I find most ghosts to be very quiet.
So, but
Also, baby ghosts easier to fight.
the other element of truth is, so there were banquet rooms, and there was a kind of a hallway to a banquet office, and there was an upright piano. Kind of like there was a stairwell that came right up by Phineas Fogg's. And there were numerous stories of people who worked there. It would be dark and late at night, hear somebody playing the piano and no one was there, or see this shadowy figure playing the piano. And these are people that I know who claim they've seen this on the second floor above Fogg's and Lily's.
After nickel beer.
It's Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson.
Oh, come on. When they tell you that, Rick, you're like, come on.
Yeah. Hey, knock it off.
I
They
can't take this
believe it.
seriously now.
How many nickel beers did you have, buddy?
I'm trying to help the ghost tours because really that's the only business
They're-
left.
Well, we did a ghost tour for a Halloween special.
You trying
and-
to one-up Rick?
Well, no, I'm just saying that it is super interesting that there's so much space in those buildings that are not being used.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy that
I
it's
think
like
people get-
downtown, like, oh, this
they get-
entire building is not being used.
No.
You're like, whoa.
I think they
There's
get
nothing.
stunted by what you're saying because they are so old.
Yes.
In order to make them what you need them to be and bring it up to code and then make them flourish for years and years and years and
Yeah.
years, you're gonna have to gut that thing,
Yeah,
use
yeah.
the shell, and then put a brand new building
Well,
inside of it.
yeah.
I think.
And there's also more money in the shell game of developing than there is.
Yeah, but that
in
just ruins our
refurbishing,
city a
so-
little bit, right?
Yeah, no,
like I feel like the
yeah.
preservation of a lot of these buildings. I mean,
Right.
even with the little bit of history that you're talking about, like it hurts my heart to think that there wouldn't be a Crest building or there would I mean,
Right,
because that's a name
right.
you find in other Florida cities.
Yeah,
You know, I think it's wild. Like we need to preserve that stuff, man.
If the government gave some sort of grant to someone that wanted to preserve the history but also turn it into a business and like, hey, we'll help you out. We know it's going to be a little more than it would be, but
Right.
just because
Like an incentivize it.
just so people can see the inside of these cool buildings,
Yeah.
and because they're cool to go inside,
Yeah,
and
they are. They're
like,
beautiful.
and you don't want them to be destroyed or changed.
That
you
orchid
know.
garden area is like I remember going in there because it was a wedding venue, and then we'd
Yeah.
have the Clear Channel Christmas party or something in there. And I remember walking in there and just like looking around and being like, "Oh, first of all, I have no business being in something this fancy," but also thinking like, "This is really beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
it's a shame that this isn't like a high-end restaurant or even just like an office for some." Business, you know, like it's just like it should be kept. Like I hate it thinking that we're gonna knock them all down and then like okay, move on to that new entertainment district. Yay!
Well, before we have Rick tell you everything he's going to tell you
Right,
on
I
July
know.
17th,
I know, already did.
Yeah.
because there's a
And
reason.
we were gonna send this
We
out
should-
to everybody in their
We
email.
should tell you a little something about that.
Yeah,
Registration wise, Rick's talk is sold out.
Oh, my
We'll
God.
keep going, Rick.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Because
old
now
bait
no one
and
can
switch.
hear.
So,
pretty much
so
told
we
you
are,
anything.
you know, just a secret for the Tom and Dan listeners.
Oh, the chat room they were like wanting to go.
We will be taking people standby and fitting trying to fit everybody in, but just know no guarantee that the room does have a capacity to
Yeah.
it. So,
All right.
And these are fun talks, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to
Yeah.
be a part of these. Get in there, like find out about these things early. Check the website so you don't get left out.
Also, remember every third Thursday is your chance to check out the History Center.
Oh,
no, that goes.
Uh-oh.
I didn't read the email. God.
No.
Oh.
You took a gamble, and I admire that. You know what? This is my business
Welcome to
partner.
Bob Snow
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
We
this guy
haven't-
takes
we
verbal
haven't-
gambles. He's the Bob Snow of talking.
We haven't done a lot of talking about it, but unfortunately, the third Thursday is going to be on hiatus for a bit. We have lost the funding for that night, so while we scramble to try to find funding, unfortunately, we won't have third Thursday. For a
Oh,
while.
come on, Orange
so
County,
you
get it
do it.
together.
Oh, my
What are you?
God. What
I
hell
see
you
on the
doing?
construction. They're not even doing anything. I see them
and-
standing there.
And to be clear, it's not from the Orange County
Oh,
side
okay,
that
that's all
funding.
So you're doing it. That's a double bob. You just double bobbed.
I think Gorathon, the
But
Gorathon
if-
Walkathon should be for funding. for
Back to
third
the
Thursday.
Gorathon.
So you
Sign
know,
up to the Gorathon.
so there's a sponsorship opportunity there if there's any listener out there who wants to help support it. But we have to be we want to offer that to the community, but
Call
we also have
Eric.
to be practical. So
Call Eric. He'll do it.
Rodriguez?
Yeah, get him on the
Who's
phone.
Eric?
He's got to
Oh.
save.
Yeah, who's Eric?
Yeah, he's our buddy Eric. He's got to save the history center.
Here's a third gamble. July 23rd, preserving your history.
yes,
Yeah, got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Rick.
Yeah.
We're doing it again. So that is basically if you want to learn how to preserve your family history, the History Center is going to help you do that with teaching you how to store it properly, and then all
I have
the
started
things you
doing
know.
this. I have
Yeah,
started
Kelly
like
on
kind
telling
of
you.
like digging through some family records. These are things that are hard for me to do. I'm not good at it, but I've been like digging through some ancestral type of publications and trying to grab that stuff and kind of hold on to it. I've been
Love that.
inspired by you guys. So yeah,
and
man.
Oh.
and to be clear, this Thursday is third
Free.
Thursday. It is
Free.
free. Just
Okay,
to be
all
clear.
right, all right.
It's August that unfortunately we're starting the
Yeah,
hiatus.
starting in
so.
August.
And nobody wants to go out in August. It's too hot anyway.
That's true. I like your
Yeah, way to
positivity.
spin it, Rick.
Yeah.
It's not too hot
Yeah.
for free. When it's free,
You should write
do or something.
You should write
Also,
spots.
it's inside, Rick. They have AC
Right,
in
that's
there.
true.
No. He's
Yeah,
talking
right.
about getting from your car to the actual building.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah, that could be.
let's do our walk thing
Yeah.
when
The
it's
Gorathon?
cooler.
Do it in the winter.
We'll do that in winter,
They're going
October.
out.
Well, they won't give us the
January.
permits in the winter, Rick,
Yeah.
because everybody
We're
wants
gonna
them.
need
So we're gonna-
25 different permits for my Gorathlon.
It's thehistorycenter.org
Yep.
for all information.
Sign up.
Yep.
Check out the website. Take your family and enjoy it. There's some people in the chat room that were saying, they're gonna definitely head down to the History
Cool.
Center and make a day of it.
Awesome. We look forward to seeing people.
Yep, come see them.
Rick, Scotty, thank you so much. We
Appreciate
Thanks
you
for
Thank
having
you.
us.
And we will be right back.
All right, we're still on Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, perfect.
Great
Sorry about
job, guys. That was awesome.
Sorry, I brought up things that.
Oh no! I just.
Make
It's like
Scotty
I have-
trip
I
wild.
have
Where do you want that?
That's tonight 3.
Tonight 3. Perfect.
So that I air tonight.
Cool.
Thank you guys again. That was really
Thank you very
good.
much.
Thanks.
And good luck with your. Doesn't sound like you need it. I mean,
Yeah.
sounds like you're gonna have a captive audience, which is pretty awesome.
Didn't want to name drop on the air, but like the Snow family is coming and Kittinger's family is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be huge.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
be
gonna be
wild.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
You guys
that's
are-
about as good as
Thank
you
you,
can
Rick. I
do.
appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Your
Cheers.
energy is
Appreciate
so
you.
off the chart.
Yeah.
I'll give you a fist bump only because I just wiped my face with this one.
Yeah,
You know,
thanks.
trying not to be disgustingly rude. See y'all.
See you guys. You guys, you want to jump on the couch?
Come on in, y'all. Did the air turn off? Can you check it real fast?
Let me hear.
Only because my computers are running now and they're smoking out my crotch. What's going on, y'all? I like your coordination. Thank you. The color coordination is excellent. What's up, Grunge? Boop. No, you're good. What'd you just tap it? You're fine. It's tough. It is strong. Camera is strong like bull. How you guys been? What's new in Hollerbach land?
I don't even know what do we got? We just
Wine thing, but I don't know if that's worth.
yeah,
That
it's a
means-
sore subject.
The wine thing's a source of. There's a mic right underneath you, Mr. Greg, right underneath your bag.
Ticket sales goal.
All right. Well, I think ticket sales for everything, including and not limited to free skating events. You know,
Sure,
like we
sure.
just had that Mo skating event, and we did have a great turnout, but it could have been a bigger turnout. And I think everything across the board, whether it's paid, free, no matter how you're going to cut it, I think everything is.
It's summer, man.
Is
It's
down.
rough. It's rough.
Yeah, it is.
We have the whole beach to our competition.
Beach, theme parks, Epic opening up.
Yeah. All right. This thing.
How's the hip?
Great. Really good. The other one though, not so good.
Is that a future project? That one too.
Unfortunately, I just came from the. I'll tell you all my medical shit. I went to the urologist this morning for just a routine yearly, but I was having the same conversation with them, and they were talking about like the overcompensation. What I'm doing is I'm overcompensating, I'm trying to lean heavily more on the new hip because
Sure.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
The old hip is the one that I was leaning on for probably 2 years.
Right.
Breaking that habit is it hurts. Like this one hurts all the time. This one, awesome.
Have you already taken off? Stop using the wallet
Oh
in the back pocket. and
yeah.
stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh that. Yeah. I don't do any of that. But now I do I have to exercise to keep it loose.
Yeah.
You know, that leg.
Sure.
It's numb. Other than that, it's a great. Best thing I ever did. Where are you gonna put this, T?
That segment.
No, not that one. This one.
Either 4 or 1. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But
4 was 10.
yeah. But it may have to be 1. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Would you like to start?
Yep.
Check. Hey.
Hello.
You guys can hear okay?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I didn't even ask you. I should have. All right. Here we go. And 3.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Chef Pat, Greg Runge, and Eric here from Hollerbach.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, guys?
Hold on. You know what? I need to
Thanks
give
for
you
having
guys
us.
The
give you a
Hollerbach
proper
3.
blast. Hollerbach 3. Good to see you guys.
What happened to the airtight 3? That's what I wanted to know.
You know, I feel
Well, after
like
he said that, I was like,
back it down. You don't see how he
yeah.
treats me when you guys leave. The door
yeah.
shuts. He's like, you mother.
We
Back
walked
it
we
down.
walked out with a gimmick, and then it just
Yeah.
never came
The
back up.
airtight 3.
Well, I can't. I'm going to be in a meeting one day, Chef
me,
Pat.
it's
and
me,
you're
the
you
Airtight
called
3.
up the Airtight 3. We're canceling.
Merchandise made.
Do people even know what that means? And airtight
Hey, we will
means
plug
different things
plug
to different
whatever
people.
holes you have in
No,
your business.
come on,
okay?
Chef Pat, stop.
Airtight means different things to different people.
Yeah, but
You know?
they know the way you mean it.
No. What I'm talking about is some people go each nostril,
Oh, come on.
eyes,
No,
ears.
no, they don't do
And I'm like, well,
ears.
now you're just getting crazy.
Just going all Bonnie Blue over here.
Yeah.
So
I hate Bonnie Blue.
I'll tell you a story.
I hate her.
So I was looking for
And BMO.
powdered white asparagus soup for my wife's birthday because it was July 10th.
Why does she send you on a wizard's quest?
No,
I mean, it's
this
just
is
so
me.
Okay. all right.
Because it was I got her. She wanted some instant boiler for soups.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow.
I don't know.
This is for your grandma? This is for your grandma?
She likes soup. I don't know.
My wife likes soup, too.
And then so then I was like, oh, then I'll get her a bunch of white asparagus soup because
bunch?
that's her favorite. And I could not find it on Amazon, and I was like, I bet Hollerbach Market has it. And
Well, they have a lot of crazy stuff in there, man.
and sure enough, they had traditional
Sure schnitzel.
real German white asparagus powdered soup.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Sure Schnitzel?
Sure as schnitzel, baby.
Oh,
No, I'm just-
sure as Schnitzel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. I
Just
didn't know.
doing this,
I thought
German
we were saying
snoop dog.
something German. Oh, German.
So the anyway, and they had a bunch of it, and I bought every single packet.
Oh, my God.
That's
That's a little rude of you. What if somebody else had a wife that wanted some, white asparagus soup?
It just goes to show you that, at the market they have stuff that you cannot find in on the internet and other places, because it's traditional German grocery.
Talk about some of the gummy bears and the treats that you guys have and the way that they are engineered differently in Germany as opposed to
I don't know how
here.
they're engineered, but God damn, they're so much better.
Well, they
than
use
not the stuff that we use.
Yeah, they've like way more strict like.
Yeah, it's better sugar. It's not like corn syrup, corn sugar type stuff. It's actual sugar. The dyes are different, and man, they're just so good. I like, not gonna lie, that's sometimes is my diet. Just 1 pack of gummies a day. Go hit the Haribo wall, find the sour flavors. Those are my favorites.
It's
They're
almost
the
like,
best.
does the country we live in want to send us to the expensive doctor? Like, seems they want to do
Well,
that.
hey, what's the bottom line, right? What's the cheapest thing that we can do?
Do German gummy bears expand in water? Like when you ever did that when you were a kid? Put a gummy bear in water and watch it grow? Is it because we have
Negative.
that crazy stuff?
Have you ever done that?
I've
done it. I've
What the
done
hell
it.
are you talking about, Ron?
I've done it with.
I've never heard of that.
Done it?
I was
Yeah,
a
I've
fat
done it with
kid.
like
I
a
would
vodka.
never
I've
waste
done
a
it with
gummy.
vodka.
They soak up the water and they get bigger.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try that now.
But I don't know if it's because it's the stuff that we put in an American gummy bear as opposed to a German.
That sounds like a social media project.
Right.
We can day by day Haribos and water. Day one it, and then see how long it takes to
that's
blow
half
up.
the fun of that gummy martini. You know, that's why the gummy bears
Oh,
at the bottom
yeah.
are.
They're like
so
fat
amazing.
boys.
But those
yeah,
are-
they soak
Okay,
up the
but
liquor.
those-
Yeah, exactly.
No secrets.
So, Chef Pat, let's talk about some events coming up. I know
Yep.
it's summertime, but I mean we're around the corner.
Fudge is made. Yeah.
The fall's around the corner, and I know that's when the tons of things start heating up at Hollerbach. But right now, obviously, we still have meat bingo, and
Would now be a good time, like let's say you had a special occasion, a party or something, since it is summer, is now a good time to slide in? Is it easier now? Because I know sometimes, like during specialty times, especially around Christmas and stuff, hard to get into the restaurant. So what do you say to that?
Yeah, for sure. Now's a great time. We're still busy Friday night, Saturdays for the music, but still a better chance getting in now than you will have, say, in September, October, November. Upstairs, wide open. Come book it. We've got a few things over the summer in Knights Hall. I've got a wine tasting coming up. I've got a chef's night in August with the Von Trapp family from Sound of Music.
Oh, no way.
We're doing a full beer pairing with just their beers and our foods.
That's wild.
And then, right after that, we're rolling into keg tapping on September 20th for Oktoberfest.
There you go. It's coming again.
The upstairs is gorgeous, though. In weather permitted, in the summer being really hot, you don't access it much. But it is the only rooftop deck in Seminole County, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I love my daughter has become slightly obsessed with rooftop dining or drinking or whatever.
yeah.
And it must be in the blood because I'm the type of person where I
Come
would
down,
rather.
I'll set you guys up there.
Yeah, I'd love to eat. I love eating outside, number one. Like, Oh, how's the sandwiches? How's that going?
The new menu's going great.
Okay, great.
Lunch has been actually doing pretty good.
I keep having this idea of me going and sitting outside, like on the street, and then eating a sandwich outside and having a beer. I think that would be amazing.
I want to see Daniel Dennis eat the triple decker, the power lunch.
What's the triple?
yeah,
Tell
what
me
is
about
that?
this. What is this?
Greg Runge.
It's as big as my face.
Okay, wait, and you have a big face, you have an enormous mega face.
Yeah, I can't tell you all the ingredients in it, but it is, and there's two different options. There's one with corned beef and one with roast beef.
The power lunch
Whoa.
triple decker. It's ham, turkey, roast beef, and bacon. Lettuce, tomato, onion, provolone cheese, mayo, and Dijon.
Oh yeah.
3 pieces of sourdough bread.
This is like
It's
standard
like
German
a-
deli mega stacker.
Yeah, it's like a Scooby-Doo Dagwood.
Yeah. You got to squish it before you take a bite out of it.
Does it have a Where's Waldo glasses like Greg has?
He wants to bully you every single time. Those are new ones, right? Those are new glasses.
Yeah, they're
and those
actually-
are toned down.
They're
They're toned down, and he went harder on you, and that's not fair. I'll defend you this one. Those are more Wayfarers.
Eric
And last
got that.
time you had like pedophile glasses.
No, they were future.
I mean, like not pedophile, but peeping tom.
No.
Yeah, peeping tom.
They were
like,
water
you had like
world
these
hot air balloon
No, you
glasses.
had like looking through, and you're like, oh, come in Tokyo. Last time you had the come in Tokyo.
Well, if anything, if I had peeping Tom glasses on, I have them on now. These are voyeurism glasses because I got the little camera on it, so I'm looking at you guys
Whoa!
right
Oh my my God, I don't want to be on camera. Live PD, I don't want to be on camera.
Now I see the light. You got to put a piece of
I
little
do
black
not consent
electrical.
to being on your camera,
Yeah,
sir.
Hey, I didn't consent to this. Turn that off.
Oh, speaking of Knights Hall, like if you want a really unique, cool birthday, like I'd run out the Knights Hall and just do a
You
feast.
should dress like a knight. I'm gonna do a liver. I'm gonna go a Liver King themed birthday up there.
When you do a Knights Hall birthday, like let's talk about it, Chef
Sure.
Pat. Like, what do you get?
So there's different levels. So
You get 2 hours of roller skating and 2 cheese pizzas. No,
we empty the room out, and you can do whatever you want to. So the room fee comes with your service, and then we have 3 different levels of food packages. One being your traditional like German schnitzel sausages. Next level, a little higher up, like Brathändel, the roasted chicken halves, and Schweinebraten, like a nice roasted pork loin with gravy.
Hell yeah.
And then the top tier, the King's package or whatever it's called, I believe. Whatever you want, I will do.
Oh, right. Okay, whatever.
Wow.
That's all. So a feast.
The thing about it is that that we've sold 4, 5, 6 of those, and everybody has only wanted German food.
I figured.
So I just kind of
took the question out of my mouth.
Elevate the German food that we normally do.
What'd
and
you
just-
do? A pyramid of Big Macs. That's what
There it is.
I would get our Big Box burger from Burger Box, which is essentially that.
That's the next thing I was going to talk about. Let's talk about some of the I guess the
Offshoots?
side offshoots of
Our side
Hollerbach.
hustles.
Yeah, side projects.
Yeah, side
rather,
hustles.
yeah.
Of course, the joint
Jazz
in the West End.
projects. Little jazz project over here.
And
Yeah, exactly.
And now let's talk about the side burger Hollerbach.
Yeah, Burger Box
Pittsburgh,
is inside of Tuffy's, and they do pretty well at the live music. Of course, is
man.
Yeah,
what
That's a
Tuffy's is known for.
Great venue.
A really good venue. We just did our last wrestling event at Tuffy's, actually.
How'd that go, man?
That went
I heard
well as-
nothing but wonderful things about that.
I got to fulfill my dream of being a referee, so
It's hard.
it's very hard.
Yeah.
1, 2, I just
Well, just
buckle my shoe.
no, but you got to sell it. You got to
Right,
sell
right,
it. man.
right.
You're not I
And
would
like
be.
it's a whole production.
I'd be
like,
kind of mad if you went out there and didn't take it seriously. You know what
Sure,
I mean?
sure.
Yeah, you got to take it seriously. That's the one thing about Tom. Even stuff he hates, he'll never not sell it. And I admire
Oh,
that.
yeah,
He'll even if I said, "Hey, we need a ref for this," and you're like, "I don't want to do it anymore." I put the ref shirt on you. You go out there, you're never gonna make it look dumb. You're gonna sell it.
I'm easily distracted.
What that pound? They El Kabong you on the head.
Yeah. Then I come to and go get back to work.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Immediately. You're like, 1, 2, and it's a fast three.
I
It's
don't.
a fast three.
I don't say, wait a minute, someone knocked me out.
Yeah.
I don't question
Shoulder was
it.
up. Shoulder was
I
up.
just come to,
Oh,
and
didn't
then I'm
see
like,
it.
oh,
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
foot was on the rope, ref.
Yeah.
And are you doing any more wrestling events?
Definitely doing Krampus in December. Hopefully, trying to squeeze one in between then, but we're getting busy. So that that's right prime time, September, October, November, leading up to that. So that might be difficult, but I think they might have a couple dates in mind.
Awesome. So we're definitely doing the Krampus wrestling event.
For sure,
then?
for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, this time Kwanzaa's coming. It's Big E from the WWE, and he's gonna just start smashing everybody. It'll be awesome. Imagine that pops up out from behind the ring.
I was going Kamala, the Kamala.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, he had the bird. He painted himself with like the big moon and star on his stomach and wore like a grass skirt.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the politician.
Yeah, I thought you were going. Political. I was going to ask you to leave.
No, I'll go anywhere you go.
I was like, I don't know how. Yeah, I was like,
I'll spray paint myself a orange. I'll come out there.
No,
Easily distracted.
never. This guy.
That's all I know.
This guy.
Oh, okay, yes, from the
WWF
80s.
back in the
Yeah,
day,
from
right,
way
right,
back in the
right.
80s. Yeah, Kamala.
There's always things going on at Hollerbach.
Yeah, man.
And that's it is a experience anytime you go and eat dinner, lunch at a Hollerbach. It's like it's better than just a normal dinner. It's a night out and it's memorable
Well,
and experience.
It's
and
good
like,
for your family. It's good for your it's the type of food. It's like quality comfort food. That's good, and everybody can you can bring young and old, and I mean real old will super appreciate it.
Oh, they really
and
love it.
really young will super appreciate it because it's just well done. You guys do an excellent job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then also follow Hollerbach on social media because that's the easiest way to find out all the different events and everything going on and all the information you need to know. And it's super easy. So, guys, thanks so much for coming by.
Appreciate,
we appreciate
you guys
it.
being here.
Any other announcements that we missed coming up?
Greg, anything we need to hit?
If you're flying out of Sanford Airport, make sure you hit the Hollerbach in the Sanford Airport.
Yes.
I love to get pictures when people go and get tagged when people eat there. They don't have an official page or anything like that, so that's the only way that we really get feedback is people that we know that tell us. So
it is great that you guys are in the Sanford Airport because it just fits so well.
It's
and
freaking cool, too,
everybody
man.
that comes in
it's a great airport too. No
cool.
BS, that's a great airport.
Yeah.
Andrea secretly loves that airport. Like her
her
coworkers will always fly out of MCO or OIA or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
She'd go up the road to Sanford because she just says it's easier. I don't know.
All right, we will see you tomorrow.
We are still on Twitch and YouTube.
And then
are we going to lunch?
Yeah, we're going to lunch.
All right.